Hi, mystery writers. Whoa, it's feeling like spring here finally. Uh, and today I want to talk about um, thinking of writing a series. I know some of you are beginning writers and you're just thinking about your first book, and others of you actually have a series, and everybody in between. But I wanted to talk today about the importance of thinking about a series for your author career. It does make a difference. You can really supercharge your um, author career with a series. Um, so, creating a series can boost your author career and actually simplify your novel writing. You'll create benefits as a writer and increase your marketing power. When you write your novel, consider continuing your story world and your main characters by creating a series of books. Writing a novel is hard work, and today authors must also market to gain readers. And so, series is really a twofold benefit to writing. You don't need to reinvent the wheel each time you write a new novel when you create a series. You can use the hard work you spend creating the first story because it lays a sound foundation for the next books in the series. You have your character background, your protagonist and his friends, and the antagonists all exist, and you can reuse and enhance background details in subsequent novels. And of course, you also have your story world, all the places and homes and streets and valleys and everything, the story world. They're all ready for you, they're all there. And in subsequent books, you may add details, go to another place, but the main story world is created. Also, a series allows you writing ease because you're familiar with the main characters and the world. Your writing can focus on the story plot points of each new novel. And you develop your characters and themes over time when you write a series. Each book in the series is an opportunity to expand your character and develop their ongoing story with new twists and revelations. And you can actually plant seeds in one book to develop in another book in the series. This especially goes, I think, with supporting characters in the story world, and they can have a small part in one story and then you can develop them in another story. First of all, creating a background material for any novel is hard work, and creating your character Bible requires detailed information on all the main characters and moderate background information on the supporting characters. And your hero and their regular supporting characters are already done. You already know who they are. For this series, you need to add new characters, but your background work for your main cast, your main story cast, is done. And over time, as you write your series, you discover more about those main characters. And giving readers a sense of place is integral to using your setting. And when you create the world for your first novel, you can move around in that same world in your subsequent novels because it's familiar territory. And as you create your series, you'll find that the groundwork you lay in that first novel makes writing the following novels easier. So those are some of the benefits of writing a series as a writer, but there are also benefits to a series in marketing, which is the other part of being an author. And I must say that most authors do not enjoy marketing. There are a few, but in the main, the idea of marketing is not something that brings a smile to an author's face. And so creating a series doesn't eliminate the marketing task, but the rewards are manifold. If you're looking for traditional publishers like book series. If you work with those traditional publishers, they're eager to find authors who write and produce in a series. And publishing is a business, and more books mean more sales. An author who can produce multiple books increases the likelihood of generating income for the business. And a series demonstrates that you are committed to consistent production. So everyone wins. More books create more sales. And also in marketing, you create a presence in your niche, whatever it is. Several books in a series shows you are an establishing writer in a category. And when readers shop online for books, they see that your book series has a presence in the category for the type of book they like. So if they read one book, they're likely to read another and another and another. So you build credence with readers that you are not a novice, but an established author. And readers are more likely to recognize and remember your name. Very important in marketing. Also in marketing, your series helps you as a business entity. A book series identifies your brand, your author brand. Your author presence is associated with your book series. And in the age of search engines and algorithms, it makes your author brand more recognizable to search engines. Whether on big retailers like Amazon with their own internal algorithms, or in the big daddy of all search engines, Google. Readers can find you and connect your name with the genre of your book series, and that's a huge plus. And of course, more books equals more sales. You have more products in your business to sell. And publishing a series increases your sales, and those sales increase your income. With a backlist of books, readers have more choices to continue buying the books that you write, and if a reader buys a book in your series and likes it, they're likely to purchase other books in the same series. And some avid readers will buy every book at once when they see an author with a series. So you make those readers happy when you create more books. And sales of additional books in your series from a buyer reading one of your books and wanting more is called read-through. And read-through purchases are a sign that readers like your books. And the more they read, the more they buy. And it's one of the biggest financial benefits of creating a book series. And then you can create more books from your books. You can create one big book as a collection or book bundle. And if you have 6 books in a series, you can bundle the first 3 into one book and the second 3 into another and sell those bundled books to readers. And it's an easy sale when buyers can purchase several of your novels at a price that is a bit less than buying each book individually. Essentially, you create another product for your author business to sell without any additional writing. You just collect those books together and publish them as a bigger book. Series also help you grow your fan base. And as you write more books and more people discover you as an author, your fan base grows, and your super fans can't wait for your next book. They'll buy the book as soon as it's released, and they also perform that invisible marketing called word of mouth. And they tell their friends and post about reading your new book on social media. And they do marketing for you because they love what you write. So a series is really a solid author foundation. With all the benefits, writing a series builds a solid foundation for your author career. And as you write each book in this series, you refine your writing skills. You build a strong understanding of your main character. You become skilled at creating plot that meets your genre tropes. You have familiarity with the writing process. It means you'll write faster. And you build a book list that engages readers. And you learn how to create a timeline that encompasses all the books in your series. And once you know how to build a series, you can create another series to expand your reader base and create more sales. Excuse me, I have a crumb. So a book series is challenging for writers, and a series takes dedication and commitment beyond having a story idea for a book. But if you're serious about creating an author career, a series can kickstart your author business. So one of the things I discovered today is I was introducing myself to a group on Facebook, and I realized that I'm actually writing the 6th book in my series. I was even astounded. I'm in the final editing stages of the 5th book, and at the same time, I don't consider editing writing time. It's editing time. And so I'm trying to spend some time each day on that next book. So if you're a beginning writer, you may want to think about this as a way to establish your author career. A lot of book sales are based on algorithms and things like also bought in Amazon, for example. And if the other books in your series show up, it's more likely that people will buy more than one book. This is a whole theory, so I'm not going to go into book marketing today, but a series can really enhance your marketing power when you're selling books. So what I'd like to hear from you all in the group is where you are, and especially from those of you who already have a series out there. If you could share, any struggles you have with the series, or any successes that you have with your series, I think that will help, especially the new writers in our group, to understand how important a series can be in an author career. And then I wanted to share one little story. My son-in-law lives in England, and he had mentioned to someone he works with that his mother-in-law wrote books, and this fellow out of the blue goes, "Oh, Zara Altair, I love her books. I can't wait for the next one." And I was like, oh my gosh, what an amazing story. Here's somebody I don't know in England who's waiting for my next book, and it's coming soon. But that is the kind of enthusiasm that you build when you write a series. All right, I really hope that helps with kind of introduction to series and thinking about writing a series, because it can make a difference. And what I find writing a series is I really enjoy getting back to my characters and discovering more about them as I write each story. And just one more footnote about that. My stories are historical mysteries, so I have done quite a bit of research on the period of time. And then what I find is that each book requires specific research. So I have the general background, but then as I go into the story, I find that within that setting of the general background, then there are specifics that I need to research for each book. And actually, for me, that's a lot of fun. I like finding out new information and then incorporating it into the story. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I hope that helps. Marketing is a big part of being an author, and as much as we love focusing on writing, we do have to think about marketing, and a series can really help you with your marketing and boosting your author career. All right, I'm ready to hear your comments. Thanks so much.